This video is sponsored by my friend's business, Three Kids and a Camera. Stick around until the end to find out more. Well, this week has been exciting because on Friday, Super Mario 3D All-Stars was released. I have been really excited about it and pre-ordered my copy, so I got it on the day of release. And I have to say, it is really fun. Being able to play 3 classic 3D Mario games in one place, 2 of which I haven't really played before, has been awesome. I've had fun playing each of the games, but most of my time has been spent on my personal favorite so far, Super Mario 64. But is it worth the $60 price tag? In this video, I wanted to answer that question by making my own review of the game. I'm going to be going over how fun the games are, the controls, the updates, the soundtrack feature, and the menu. Before we get started, be sure to check out my previous video, where I went over my favorite Super Mario 64 courses, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss any more content like this. So, with that out of the way, let's start the review. When you first boot up the game, you can see this short intro displaying Mario getting a star or shine in each of the 3 games, with some music playing in the background. It's a pretty cool intro, and it's nice to see it when the game first starts. After finishing the intro, you can see the main menu screen. I've heard a lot of people saying that they'd rather have more features on the menu, and that it's too boring. However, I like it, except for the fact that when you move your cursor all the way to one side, it doesn't go back to the other. I like the gameplay that plays above the menu when hovering over the game, and I like how random songs from the soundtrack play in the background. The menu gets the job done, and is nice to look at. As you can see here, you can also view the full soundtracks for each of the 3 games, and the Super Mario 64 soundtrack features this completely new music that isn't in the game anywhere. I think it's really cool being able to hear all of the songs, which sound great, and the soundtrack menu UI is smooth. However, I do agree that it is kind of generic, and pretty much only plays the music. It feels like they could have done more with the soundtrack menu and the entire menu in general. Now that I've gone over the menu, let's boot up the first game in the collection, Super Mario 64. When we start off the game, this loading screen appears. It's cool that it shows a random piece of artwork from the game, but the background is white and it is kind of bland. But soon we do get to the big part of this collection, the gameplay. The Super Mario 64 game uses the Shindo version of the game, which patched out the backwards long jump glitch and made some other small changes. Other than that, well, it's Super Mario 64. Many of the textures have been updated for HD, which you can especially notice in the font, which is much more readable. Other than that, the game honestly doesn't look that different. This game hasn't been updated to widescreen and 60 FPS like the other 2 games, but it honestly doesn't make too much of a difference. Other than those nitpicks, it's super fun. Just being able to play this game on the Switch makes it amazing. Plus, the controls are pretty good. Most of them are what you'd expect. A and X control the jump, while B and Y control attack. L and R toggle the camera, and ZL and ZR allow you to crouch and long jump. The only weird part of it is that the right control stick is used to move the camera, which can be a bit weird because the controls are inverted from the 64 version. And instead of just being 4 buttons for camera control, you either point the stick up, left, right, or down. I've had a lot of fun playing Super Mario 64 on the Switch, and the controls feel natural. Even though there aren't many changes from the original 64 version, if you don't have a way to play the original version, it's especially worth it. It's great they made some changes at all. Before we move on to the next game, Super Mario Sunshine, I want to talk about the pause menus in this game. By pressing the plus button, you can use the in-game pause menu, but by pressing minus, you can pull up the 3D All-Stars suspend menu. Here, you can see the controls for the game, all of the actions Mario can do, go back to the title screen, and for Super Mario Galaxy, the multiplayer mode. I like all the detail this pause menu has, and although it is a bit bland like the other menus in this game, it gets the job done well. Next up, we have Super Mario Sunshine. This is one game I haven't really played, as I don't have a GameCube or a Wii, so I don't have a way to play it. Anyway, this game has been updated to widescreen, which is nice, and of course the textures have been updated a bit, like Super Mario 64, but there aren't really any major gameplay changes, so the only things I want to talk about are the controls and the cutscenes. The controls are again what you'd expect, with the left stick to move, the right stick controls the camera, A and B to jump, X to toggle hover and regular nozzle, and ZL to crouch. Since the Switch doesn't have analog triggers like the GameCube, controlling FLUDD's water is mapped to 2 different buttons. To shoot while moving, you press ZR, and to shoot while standing still, you press R. The controls work well and feel natural. For the cutscene explaining FLUDD, they actually had to take out some of the voice because the buttons are different from the GameCube, so that sounds kind of weird. You can hear that here.
Use the button to shoot water from my glove.
Also, the most important thing about this game, Peach's earrings still have her eye texture on this part of the cutscene. So, enjoy looking at that.
Now, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Now, we're on the final game, Super Mario Galaxy. For Super Mario Sunshine, I had played a tiny bit before getting 3D All-Stars, but Galaxy is completely new to me. I haven't played Galaxy that much, but from what I have played, it's pretty fun. Again, I don't think there are many gameplay updates, and there are less graphics updates on Galaxy, since it's the most recent of the 3 games in the collection. A lot of people are upset that the collection doesn't include Super Mario Galaxy 2. I can't really judge since I haven't played Super Mario Galaxy 2 either, but maybe Nintendo is going to have DLC for the game later on, but even if there isn't, I don't personally care that much. Anyway, let's talk about the controls. Again, most of the controls are normal. Left stick to move, right stick for camera, ZL to crouch, A and B to jump, and X and Y to spin. The motion controls in this game can be a bit weird, and will require you to reset the pointer a lot, especially if you're using Joy-Cons. I personally don't use Joy-Cons since a lot of mine drift, but they do make it easier to move the pointer around. Luckily, it's easy to reset the pointer. All you have to do is press R. To shoot star bits, you press ZR. Again, not much to say about the controls. Overall, it's a fun game, and that's all there is to say. So, now that I've gone over everything in the game, let's answer the big question. Is Super Mario 3D All-Stars worth $60? Well, for me, it is. Just having 3 entire classic games available to play on the Switch makes it worth it, even if there were no add-ons. Updates like the soundtrack feature and slight graphics updates make this game even better. So yes, even with its problems, I definitely recommend this game. I'm so glad Nintendo actually released this collection, because I thought something like this would never happen. So anyway, that's it for my review. If you enjoyed, or if you didn't, be sure to leave a comment telling me about what you thought. If you did like it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another Nintendo related video coming every week. So again, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. As I mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by my friend's business, 3 Kids and a Camera. On their website, 3kidscamera.com, you can find lots of beautiful pictures perfect for decorating your space. You can choose from multiple sizes and have the photos shipped directly to your home. Plus, by using the promo code MSGuy01 when buying your photos, you can get 10% off of your order. So what are you waiting for? Check out 3kidscamera.com today.